Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Keys, and today we're going to look at the Final Duty Legendary Pulse Rifle. This is a Queen's Pulse Rifle, which can be acquired by playing the Prison of Elders or the 30-point challenge on Challenge of Elders. This is a decent pulse rifle, and on mine I have True Sight IS, I have OEG, I have Partial Refund, I have Perfect Balance, I have Braced Frame, Oiled Frame, and Last Resort. I went with Braced Frame on mine just to increase the stability and max out that stability bar. All in all, this is a pretty awful roll, as anyone who knows anything about the different perks on your weapon would say. What you're going to want to look for in yours from a scope is either Reflex or True Sight. That'll improve your target acquisition. When you're looking at the first tree, you're going to want to look for Outlook, Headseeker, or Counterbalance as the top three. I would recommend Headseeker from that particular perk tree. That'll make it so that each body shot will increase the damage of a headshot. I would also look for Perfect Balance or Hand-Laid Stock for the middle tree. That will make sure that your stability is increasing, which is very important for this weapon. I would, out of those two choices, Hand-Laid Stock is my preferred one because it'll max out the stability bar. In the last tree, you're going to want to look for Glass Half Full, Spray and Pray, or Feeding Frenzy. I would recommend Glass Half Full just so that the bottom half of your magazine does more damage. This is a slower rate of fire pulse rifle. It does pack a decent punch. It just, I find it has a bit of a small magazine, so the Glass Half Full will help with getting in that extra damage. Also with that small magazine, that's why I recommended Spray and Play and Feeding Frenzy. From a stats perspective, the aim assist on this weapon at base is 55 and it caps out at 60. The rate of fire on this is 66, which puts it right in line with Reflection Sum. The impact is 14. The range is 24 and it maxes out at 63, so you do have some opportunities to max out that range. And the magazine is 18 with a cap of 30, so you do have an opportunity to increase the magazine size as well. From an overall perspective, this gun isn't amazing for PvE, but it is pretty decent for long range engagements in PvP. That's where I would more or less recommend this weapon. It kind of falls right in line between Nirwan's Mercy and Reflection Sum, Nirwan's Mercy being at the top of that chain, and Reflection Sum being at the bottom, so it fits in nicely right between there. I know there's a lot of videos of people saying that this is better than Nirwan's Mercy. I don't really find that it is. I prefer the Nirwan's Mercy for a number of reasons, one being a larger magazine, but as you can see here, I don't have any problems killing people with 2 to 3 bursts to the head, and that stability bar allows me to hit targeted headshots more frequently. From a standpoint of the rate of fire and the impact, it's right on line with Reflection Sum, so anyone who's played Trials of Osiris and acquired a Reflection Sum will be very familiar with this style and type of weapon, and I think you guys will actually really like it. On my Reflection Sum, I do have Hand-Laid Stock, and I also have Headseeker, and then in the last perk tree I have Spray and Play, so I actually really enjoy my Reflection Sum. I'm hoping that I'm going to get a similar roll on this particular weapon here, because I do like it. I find when I hit up those long engagements in the Crucible that this gun does outgun. One thing I will say is that for close engagements with the slow rate of fire, it makes it a bit difficult. So it's more for the people who like to kind of hit from afar, so people who are sniping or shooting their primaries from a good distance. When you're up close, you're going to get outgunned by hand cannons and auto rifles. And sometimes some fast firing pulse rifles will take you out as well, so if you get a Grasp of Malak or something like that you're going against, the Malak will win pretty much every single time, unless you're hitting headshots and they're not hitting you. I did notice that the time to aim on this weapon is a bit slow as well, slower than the Grasp of Malak and Nirwan's Mercy, so when you are going for those close engagements, it's a little bit harder. That's where this weapon really shines in the long engagements. You don't really need to have that quick scope ability. Well guys, I hope this video answered all your questions. Leave a like, hit subscribe, and look forward to seeing you guys out in the Destiny universe. Thanks a lot for watching.